It was an ordinary day at school when the teenager Katie opened her locker and was shocked to find a single red rose inside. Underneath it, there was a note that said, "From your secret admirer." Katie was thrilled because she had never had a boyfriend or lover before. Now, there was a mysterious person who liked her, and her heart nearly burst with joy. Every day when she checked her locker, she found something new inside. Some days it was a box of chocolates or a bouquet of flowers. On other days, it was a love poem or a romantic letter. After about a month, Katie was incredibly eager to find out who her secret admirer was. One afternoon, she left a note in her locker, asking, "Can we meet in the cafeteria tomorrow? I'm curious to know who you are. Yes or no?" The next morning, when Katie opened her locker, she saw her note marked no. Underneath, it said, "I'm sorry, my beautiful love, but I can't risk revealing myself in front of the entire school. However, I will meet you in a more private place. See me tonight at your home." Katie felt a rush of excitement like a butterfly's flutter in her stomach and was overwhelmingly happy, yet a bit nervous. Her parents were scheduled to go out for dinner that night, so she planned to be alone at home when her secret admirer arrived. She decided to ask her best friend, Allison, to join her for the moment. After school, Katie went straight home to get ready. Shortly after her parents left, Allison arrived at the front door. Katie was preparing to meet her secret admirer, so Allison, a strikingly attractive girl, helped her style her hair, paint her nails, and apply makeup. They waited patiently for hours for the doorbell to ring, wondering when the secret admirer would show up. They eagerly watched a movie to take their minds off the waiting. When the clock struck midnight, Katie gave up on seeing her charming admirer. Allison told Katie she was tired and had to go home. Katie saw her off at the door and then went upstairs to change into her pajamas. Suddenly, as she was getting ready for bed, she heard noise downstairs. Assuming her parents had returned home early, she heard footsteps climbing the stairs and the creak of her bedroom door opening. In the moonlight, a handsome teenage boy appeared. He said, "Hello, Katie," with a smile. She grinned back at him. "I'm your secret admirer," he said. Katie sat up in bed, rubbing her eyes in disbelief. The handsome boy walked over, hugged her, pressing his hands tightly on her shoulders and rubbing his cheek against her face. She could feel his warm nose on her neck. Then he whispered quietly into her ear, "I don't know how to tell you this, but I've fallen for someone else." Before she could respond, she felt a sharp pain in her chest. Looking down, she saw the boy had stabbed her with a knife. As blood flowed from her mouth, she collapsed onto the bed, struggling to breathe. He calmly said, "I'm sorry. You were number 3, but it's time to move on to number 4. He pulled the knife from her chest, life draining from her veins and blood spreading across her bed. Katie tried to speak but couldn't. The boy said, "Goodbye, my love," and quietly left her bedroom, disappearing into the night unseen. When Katie's parents returned home, they found their daughter murdered in her room. The father and mother screamed and wept, devastated by the brutal killing of their only child. Katie was drenched in blood, with a red rose placed between her teeth. A month later, Allison returned to school after taking a long time to recover from her best friend's murder.